Chapter 1. The attack is detected. It's 9 a.m. and everyone's going about their day. Suddenly, the IRT gets an alert. Anomalous traffic is hitting the network. This could be nothing, or it could be the beginning of something bad. By 9:10 a.m., it's clear. Ransomware has wormed its way into the system and is spreading fast. Files are being encrypted and some employees are already locked out of their computers. A message appears on screens across the office. Your files have been encrypted. Pay $5 million in Bitcoin to get them back. In law enforcement and forensic experts to trace the attack. No, it's not like CSI where they enhance blurry images with magic, but it's close. Digital forensics experts sift through the attack's fingerprints, tracking IP addresses, examining malware code, and figuring out how the attackers got. It's a normal Tuesday morning. Coffee in hand, you're casually scrolling through your emails when all of a sudden your screen freezes. Weird. Then you hear a distant shout from across the office. I can't access the database. That's when you realize you're in the middle of a cyber attack and it's spreading fast. The calm before the storm. What incident response teams do. But instead of extinguishing flames, they're putting out digital infernos that threaten to burn down companies' reputations, finances, and customer trust. Chaos begins. A story of a cyber attack. Alright, so let's walk through a cyber attack step by step as if it's happening in real time. You, my friend, are now part of an incident response team. Buckle up because it's about to get wild. The role of incident response teams when cyber attacks strike. Welcome back to Decoding Cybersecurity, your go-to source for all things cybersecurity. I'm Rakesh Nayam. Today, we're diving into the world of incident response teams, the unsung heroes who step in when things go wrong. And let me tell you, in the cybersecurity world, things go wrong a lot. But first, it's trivia time. Here's today's question. What was the longest lasting cyber attack ever recorded? Was it A, 10 days, B, 22 days, C, 76 days? Think about it while we dive into today's topic and stick around to find out the answer at the end of the episode. Alright, let's set the scene. Imagine this. It's a normal Tuesday morning. Coffee in hand, you're casually scrolling through your emails when all of a sudden your screen freezes. Weird. Then you hear a distant shout from across the office. I can't access the database. That's when you realize you're in the middle of a cyber attack and it's spreading fast. The calm before the storm. What incident response teams do. Now, in the world of cybersecurity, incident response teams, or IRTs, are like firefighters. But instead of extinguishing flames, they're putting out digital infernos that threaten to burn down companies' reputations, finances, and customer trust. An incident response team is responsible for detecting and identifying the attack. What's happening? Is it malware, ransomware, a denial of service attack? Containing the damage, isolate the infected systems before the attack spreads. Eradicating the threat, remove the malicious actors and ensure they don't come back. Recovering systems. Restore everything to normal and get operations back up and running. Learning from the attack. Perform a post-mortem analysis to find out how the attack happened and prevent it from happening again. But here's the thing. When a cyber attack hits, it's never calm and it's never predictable. That's where the real action begins. Chaos begins. A story of a cyber attack. Alright, so let's walk through a cyber attack step by step as if it's happening in real time. You, my friend, are now part of an incident response team. Buckle up because it's about to get wild. Chapter 1. The attack is detected. It's 9 a.m. and everyone's going about their day. Suddenly, the IRT gets an alert. Anomalous traffic is hitting the network. This could be nothing, or it could be the beginning of something bad. The team scrambles to check the logs. By 9:10 a.m., it's clear. Ransomware has wormed its way into the system and is spreading fast. Files are being encrypted and some employees are already locked out of their computers. A message appears on screens across the office. Your files have been encrypted. Pay $5 million in Bitcoin to get them back. Chapter 2: Contain the damage. While half the office is freaking out, the IRT jumps into action. The first order of business: containment. The team isolates the infected machines from the network, so the ransomware can't spread further. This involves cutting off sections of the network, pulling critical servers offline, and sending out alerts to employees not to open any suspicious emails or attachments. It's like trying to stop a wildfire by digging trenches around it to stop the flames from spreading. And if you're thinking, hey, why don't they just turn everything off? Well, imagine doing that in a global financial company. Pulling the plug on everything could cost millions of dollars in lost business every minute. Real-life example: WannaCry ransomware attack. In 2017, the WannaCry ransomware attack spread across 150 countries, affecting over 200,000 computers. The attack hit companies like FedEx, NHS, UK's National Health Service, and Renault, causing mass chaos and financial losses in the billions. Hospitals in the UK had to turn away patients because they couldn't access medical records. Now imagine being part of the IRT trying to contain that chaos. Chapter 3: Eradication. With the infected systems isolated, the IRT's next job is to eradicate the ransomware. They roll out a combination of antivirus software, security patches, and manual removal tools to purge the malware from infected machines. But the attack isn't over yet. The hackers are still demanding a ransom. What does the IRT do next? They bring in law enforcement and forensic experts to trace the attack. No, it's not like CSI where they enhance blurry images with magic, but it's close. Digital forensics experts sift through the attack's fingerprints, tracking IP addresses, examining malware code, and figuring out how the attackers got in. The aftermath, recovery, and lessons learned. By noon, the IRT has the situation under control. The ransomware has been purged, and the infected systems are being restored from backups. Employees are slowly getting back to work, though some are still a little jittery. Chapter 4: Recovery. The company had prepared for this, thankfully. They had backups of critical data, so they didn't need to pay the ransom. The IRT begins the recovery process, restoring data from backups, testing the systems to ensure they're clean, and gradually bringing everything back online. In some real-life cases, though, companies haven't been so lucky. For instance, the city of Atlanta was hit by ransomware in 2018, and the attack crippled city services. The city ended up spending $17 million to recover from an attack that initially demanded only $52,000. Chapter 5: Postmortem. Once the dust settles, the IRT gathers for the postmortem analysis. They ask the tough questions. How did the attackers get in? Was it an unpatched vulnerability? Did someone click on a phishing email? They review the logs, trace the attack back to its origins, and figure out how to prevent it from happening again. Maybe they'll implement stronger access controls, patch vulnerabilities faster, or roll out better employee training to spot phishing attempts. Real-life example targets 2013 data breach. In 2013, retail giant Target was hit by a massive breach that exposed the personal and credit card information of 40 million customers. The attackers got in through a third-party vendor, proving that even large corporations can be vulnerable through unexpected channels. The aftermath cost Target over $200 million and led to major changes in how the company handled security. So, what's the takeaway here? Incident response teams are critical to limiting damage, restoring operations, and preventing future attacks. But sometimes, even with the best teams in place, things still go wrong. The importance of having an incident response plan. So, what's the moral of this story? Every company, no matter how big or small, needs a solid incident response plan. Cyber attacks happen every day, and having a prepared team can mean the difference between total disaster and quick recovery. Here's how to strengthen your incident response capabilities. Have a plan. Make sure your organization has an up-to-date incident response plan that everyone is familiar with. Practice makes perfect. Run cybersecurity drills. Simulate attacks so that the IRT knows exactly what to do when the real thing happens. Backups. Ensure you have regular data backups stored securely. When ransomware strikes, having a backup can save you from having to pay up. Employee training. Most attacks start with human error. Teach employees how to recognize phishing, avoid clicking suspicious links, and report incidents quickly. And for all the listeners out there, even if you're not part of an organization, having a personal plan like backing up your data and staying vigilant with your online security can save you from disaster. Now, before we wrap up, let's answer today's trivia question. What was the longest lasting cyber attack ever recorded? Was it A, 10 days, B, 22, C, 76 days? The answer is C, 76 days. That's right. An attack in 2011 on the PlayStation Network lasted 76 days, resulting in the exposure of 77 million user accounts and costing Sony an estimated $171 million in damages. Can you imagine the chaos of an incident response team working around the clock for 2.5 months? Wild. So the next time you hear about a cyber attack in the news, you'll have a better idea of what's happening behind the scenes. The IRT fighting the digital fire, containing the damage, and working tirelessly to bring systems back to life. Thanks for tuning in to Decoding Cybersecurity. Next week, we'll talk about vulnerability management, what it is, why it's critical, and how organizations can stay ahead of emerging threats. Be sure to subscribe and share this episode with anyone interested in learning more about cybersecurity. Until next time, stay prepared, stay vigilant, and stay secure. Thank you. Bye-bye.